So this actin filament is actually pinching this cell, and it's going to split it off into two. That's how the cell separates. So as these move away from each other, this ring splits, gets tighter, tighter, and tighter, and tighter, and then it splits the cell into two. Imagine having a balloon and putting a rubber band in the middle and then just twisting the top of that rubber band, causing the rubber band to get tighter, tighter, and tighter. That's kind of what this actin filament does as it wraps around the cell membrane there. So kind of neat how that works. Oh. Slithering away.
Honk, 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 honk. Goofy says, Dad, I need to go to the toilet. Carafate says, never give Chad TTS. Nordo says, in 2 billion feet, turn directly onto the right turning lane that forks into 2 directions. In 100 feet after, go right and left and then right. Pilot Bodica says, wait, this is on voice, in that case. I like big butts and I cannot lie, you other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face you get sprung. Want to pull up tough cause you notice that butt was stuffed deep in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring, oh baby, I want to get witch and take your picture. My homeboys tried to warn me but with that butt you got makes me so horny. Short Lurker says, ditto, ditto. Night says, Maka walk into the
do you guys want to go metal detecting or not? I'll end this stream.
Says you turn as soon as it is safe to do
I
so.
will end this stream.
Right. Photo says, DR Captain Jack Morrow has been banned. Brindy 68 says,
why is Captain Jack Morrow being banned?
Says, sax, sax, sax.
That's so cool. It's so beautiful. Oh, it just got something. I know, right? Very interesting. Oh, look at that chomp. That's a good chomp. Take that, flower. Take that. Take that. Nom, 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 nom. Do you guys see this? Do you see that? This is ringing in as a 50, a 49. Is this a foil ring? This is definitely a ring. Why the heck did this ring in so low? This is an amazing ring. Check this out. Look at that. Look at this ring we just found. So, complete link to the introduction.
Psycho1 donated $1.
Oh my.
Since you're a sponsor, does that make you a complete sellout now?
My God, I was not ready for that. It's a distraction. Check your wallet. You've seen them? I've never seen them jump in the wild like this. I've only seen them jump at SeaWorld. Oh, they just jumped over each other. What? Oh my God. NordVPN. If you use the Caitlin V3 code, you can get 10% off NordVPN. What percent do you get off? I forget what the referral code is for Caitlin V3. Caitlin V3 is sponsored by NordVPN. She loves the service. She'll always talk highly about it. So shout out Caitlin V3. Go check out her channel and ask her about NordVPN. She'll tell you all the great things. Is that better for you? You ready for the wake? Whee! Nice. So right here would be a blood vessel moving through this brain tissue, and then you see this dark matter surrounding it. These are actually foots of these astrocytes. So I'll zoom into these eventually, but you can see all these individual astrocytes. All these dark stains in here are actual astrocytes. So it's really, really neat that we can see these. And if we zoom in here, just with the program, we can see these wrappings around the capillaries here and these star-shaped structures and all these little pieces coming out, clinging to neurons around them. So they're supporting the neurons. They're helping them make neurotransmitter if they need to. They're regulating what comes through these capillaries. So this is called the blood-brain barrier. It's a very, very important part of the central nervous system, so that controls what comes in and out of the brain. Welcome everybody. Thank you for that raid. I'm trying not to hit the support beam on this bridge right here. I'm Dr. VOD. If you don't know who I am, you might if you come from a science channel. Oh, there's a whole bunch of little bugs crawling up that. And a jumping fish. This is the kind of content we have on this channel. But yes, I teach anatomy, physiology, genetics, immunology, and I bring educational content to Twitch, mostly outdoor nature content like jumping mackerel. That was a big one too. And here is a beautiful sunset with me in the way to ruin it. Welcome everyone, and thank you for that raid. So welcome to the stream. If anyone's new here, what we do on this stream is we play with wood and we blow. Let's see if we can get a bullseye here on this one. Oh, it fell. We got it. We got it. Amazing. So there is a nice looking mammalian cell. Has another cell right on top of it. So, right there it is. Now there's all these other pigments in there too. That could be a couple different things. There could be bacteria around the cell and on top of it. Could also stain some mitochondria. So this stains all nucleic acids. So bacteria have nucleic acids, mitochondria have their own nucleic acids as well. And I'm sure different structures will appear if we would let this stain sit a little longer. So this is my cheek cell. Inside that cheek cell is all the DNA that makes me who I am. Right in there. Right there. All that little spot there holds all the information that, besides what I look like, who I am, and what I could pass to my offspring. So really, really fascinating when you think about it. It's really cool. So when you do that 23andMe thing, you take a, you take a spit sample, a cheek cell swab, you put it in the thing, and you send it back. You're sending them this, and then it can take that and then figure out where you're from, and what sequences of your DNA match with other areas of the world. Super, super cool. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh my God. I have no idea what this is. Let's see, it has some writing on it. Sorry about the wind. Oh, let me look at it a little closer. So I'll do it this way. So right here is what we found. Found this sweet ring. Inside there, it does say 925. Okay. Whoa. What's this gator doing? Oh my gosh. That, I had this too tight. Did you guys, was that on cam? Where are you at, Rocket? Oh! Can you see it over there? You can probably barely see that going up. Here, now it's centered. You see the little light going up? It's a... And we are live. Let's see, everything should have been updated. Let's see, redemptions on pause, battle, boss commands, force catch all over. And we are on the correct scene now. So catch is still on the hour cooldown. So, depending on when you did that. Oh, I forgot to do that. Dang it. This should be okay for today. What's up, everyone? How are we doing? Just finishing getting set up here. I had 2 kids come and talk to me and an old guy come and talk to me while trying to get set up. So you guys got the battle a little bit longer. You can't play Burbymon. Well, you can catch during stream. It was a trial and you all spam too much. So you can still use the seed command every 2 minutes. You can set your team and then it's going to be set up for the 1 hour following stream today. You can battle as well. So when I raid, you can come back to the channel and be in chat and then battle to your heart's content for the hour following stream. Captain Jack, make it rain. Yeah, well, Mike, you're the one that said it looks like the Burbymon game is actually taking away from the content on stream. I took that into consideration and was like, oh, Mike is correct. This game needs to change a little bit so that more focus can be on the stream. So we are in now Pokemon, oh no, we're in Burbymon version 2. But yeah, Janet, Ryan, Potato, Balky, I see that Boga run, Psycho, Barnacle, Wysane, who else is here? David Alexander, oh, Mike, I guess I should say hi to him. Who was first today? Who was first? You all were here quick. Look at that. Look at that. Pookie, I see you there. Man, so much chatting. Tom, I see you. Don't make me turn this car around. Oh my gosh. Wow. You guys were here quick today. Look at that. You see how well that works? We got rained. When you get to... You like my new truck? You guys like my new truck? Been saving for it for a while. You know what I'm going to do? You're probably going to take a nap for exactly 1 hour until you can come back and use the catch command again. You can use your seed command, so I can go seed 139 and heal up my ivory build. What's up, Seymourgu? Wow, Mike. Wow. Wow, so rude. So rude. Well, Mike, you do what you want. I'm going to enjoy streaming out here in the warm, hot Florida weather. I just put sunscreen on because I realize it's extra toasty out today. So we're at that one park we went to a ways on back. I should lock my car. Let's get a couple beeps here. Beep, beep. Oh, Rams, you missed the new rules. You missed the new rules. I don't think you're in the Discord, Rams. So no more battling while live. Unless you do the Battle Royale Redemption. Is it chilly? What is this? A Caitlyn stream? Wait, what's a Caitlyn stream? So yeah, at the start of stream, you're allowed to battle during the start scene. When it switches to the main scene right here, no more battling is allowed. And then after we raid and end stream, there's the post-stream 1 hour battle royale, where for the 1 hour following stream, as I'm pretty much heading home during that time, you're allowed to battle then too. Huh, Adam, you don't have any seed then. And there is a rare pack of birds has just shown up, everyone. We got to get low and in the brush. It's down here in the brush. Where are they at? We got the scrub jay. We got the crested caracara. We got the gray-headed swamp hen. So much potential birds in here. You got to catch these rare Pokemon. What did I get? A white pelican. They cool down on the catches every 20 seconds during this 2 minutes. Oh, a willow flycatcher. Nice. There's one of those. That's actually a rare one. I thought about driving up to try to find it for you all. No, you missed a shrike. Ivory build. Nice. I saw an ivory build. Who got the ivory build? Oh, you got kicked in the crotch. Oh, no. Psycho 1. Nice. Nice. And now I caught a willet. Don't forget to see what your birds look like, everyone. That's the purpose of this. This is just a catching frenzy. It's going to be over soon. Then remember, afterwards, you can catch one more. I think the ivory build, that's the second ivory build out now. Psycho 1, you and I, oh, now that's 3 ivory builds. It looks like the rare pack included a couple ivory build woodpeckers. If we can get a photo of one, we'll get $50,000 from the Audubon Society. Oh no, you got scared away with a tackle. Another legendary! You got the red cockaded! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! 2 legendaries! And the event is over. And I just lost a mallard. Remember, you get one more catch post-event. But Psycho 1, you caught 2 legendary woodpeckers. You were the winner of that rare event, that's for sure. Time for a cigarette break. Okay, now the spam is over. We got that done and over with. It is 2 minutes of spam. And now we are focused on what is out here in front of us. Oh, something pinching my shoulder when I did that. I'm going to do that again. Oh, that felt good. Oh, catch will still work one more time, then you go on to the hour cooldown. You're not going to know what you need then. Bibdex. Bibdex. $18, $14. Look at you all go. So anyone still have minus 8,000 degree weather right now? Oh, you missed a red-shouldered? So it's 152 the way the code is written. I included the 0 line and I went to 151, which so it's technically 152. Yeah, I know. Hard to do this on mobile is the complaint. I'm still participating. 52 out there, holy cow. Those, what kind of... Wait, is Allison B. Wild here? Allison B. Wild has some comments on Canadian zip codes. Or postal codes. Why the heck are there letters in it? This is such a weird thing. Sternagbog. Sternenbach. I assume that's what that said. An extra royal turn. I don't know how you choose which one you give away or if they're both considered the same. Like, so I have a level 100 ivory build now. So what happens if I catch another and I'm like, hey, you want one? And I gift the bird. Two, I was like, here's an ivory build for you. I don't know which one I give you. I don't know how that's determined. I assume if one is set up as my main, I can't do that. Thank you for the host, everybody. You guys are the hostess with the mostest. That's your closest town. Did I say it well enough, Barnacle? So, I would say gift, but be careful gifting. Because I don't know what it could exactly do. All right, let's make sure everything's working here. How you guys doing? Got some cattle egrets over here. Notes again? Thanks. I also realized Chatterino shows them all to me as mentions too. So I realized that later. So you don't have to like stress out about posting things in notes for me. I realized Chatterino actually lets me know unless my Chatterino resets. But looks like we have 3 cattle egrets hanging out over there. Just cattle egrets, we get those. Do you get cattle egrets? I'm not sure of their reach. So they're called cattle egrets because they're typically found in like cattle fields and whatnot. So they like to hang out with the cows. Oh, you do? Okay, cool. Alrighty. They look like they're hiding. I'm sure we'll come across some more out here. And I'm back. Oop, there's a common darner. This is where we saw those common darners mating last time. That was a neat shot. Do you guys remember that one? I have it up on the website now. You focus on the ones in front and they attack from the sides. They're right in there. Oh, what do we have flying there? Oh, I just scared it. I did not know it was here, but it was a great egret. It did not see me down here. And then I pointed at it. Oh, water's much higher out here now too than last time we were here. How you doing? Yeah, last time I could see all the rocks and whatnot in there. We need the drone back. It'd be too windy today for it. Ah, that's what I need to do. I need to get that out. I need to get that out. This will be a neat place to bring it too. But yeah, there's a decent breeze today, and the thing is, my drone is less than 250 grams, so any wind has a large effect on it. Yeah, definitely much higher out here today. Yeah, the spark. Oh, they just came over here and landed now. Oh, they're flying away. Never mind. They're over there now. They don't want none of me. Oh, you almost, it doesn't look like you can walk across that land bridge over there. So, the hour post-stream today, you guys going to be battling each other, or are you going to be trying to take down the boss? Right now, the current boss is Zapdos. Oh, there is a pigeon right there. Like the mourning dove. They must have just dumped a bunch more water in here, to be honest. I feel like we haven't gotten enough rain to have this as full as it's showing. Boss not Pez. I mean, we can vote on boss names eventually. Because I reset everything once I did it before my first live stream. But if you are the one that defeats the boss, you become the next boss. That's how that worked, right? Yeah, because DJI just came out with a couple new ones. The Phantom ones are large, right? Those are the ones with the big white ones, the legs. Drone stuff is cool, but it was a lot of effort for... Oh, belted kingfisher. I hear you. I hear you. Now let's see if we can see you. I think it went up into that tree somewhere. I think it's hiding in the shadows. Let's see here. This is where it flew into. Oh. Where's it flying to? Where's it flying to? Going over here, going over here. There it is. Wrong button. Oh, we just got a poop. Oh, look at that close shot of a kingfisher. Nice. Look how big that bill is. That's a great kingfisher shot right there. Look at the mohawk in the wind. It definitely just got done doing some diving. Very vocal kingfisher today too. I'm trying to get the camera locked in here so it's centered. Not completely centered. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to try to take my own photo here. I guess sun angle isn't perfect for this, but Nice. I don't know if they'll let us get any closer or not. Kingfishers haven't let me gotten too close before, so I doubt it. Ah, ah, ah. Yeah, they're fun to watch hunt. They do this, like, we saw one dive before and catch something. Remember that? It did this like hover, this little flutter, and then plunk down in. Yeah, let's walk down there and see if it lets us get any closer. I doubt it will, but we got a good shot of it to start, and I got a few photos of it on my camera. Probably won't let us get too much closer. Let's try. The sun is to the left too, so it'd be convenient if we're walking up that trail over there. But the last we are not. Yep, that's what I figured. Oh, might be a better spot down here now. Tracing it back and forth. Pretend we're not looking at it, everyone. Up. Definitely has an interesting call. That tree right there is like a perfect kingfisher tree. That's flying back down. Over there now. Right back into the tree it was just in. It has its select perches that it likes, you could tell. We'll let it be though. I'm not looking. Well, it didn't like our presence. Make sure camera settings are correct. Alrighty. Let's continue walking. This is a very nice spot. We came down here before. Wanted to come check it out again. Definitely filled in with a lot more water now. It's got like a wetlands touch to it, but it's not like an official wetlands. Unlike when we go to the wetlands, it's got more of these trees, which allows us to potentially see a higher variety. Not just the same birds over and over again. But anyway, how's everyone's Wednesday going? I had to double check to make sure it was Wednesday when I made the stream title today. There are gators out here. We've seen them out here before. What's up, William? How you doing? Shadow. Look, I am the alien predator. You want a crane? What kind of crane? Like a bird crane?
Look, all this water from this stormwater area is draining into this one. So one filters into the next. You see how that works? It just flows right in and washes into the other one. But we're gonna go this way. There's an angry crow. Yesterday we saw like 50 angry crows circling above me. I was like, we were in a movie. So these little stormwater retention areas are great for all the water runoff from all the homes and streets and whatnot. Allows the water to come through these different cells to filter out before going into the waterways again. It's like a wetlands they usually find next to like wastewater treatment facilities. So they run the water through the wetlands then for more filtration, and also creates great habitats like this. I think there's a hawk on top of that dead tree over there. It's pretty far off. But that is why we have super zoom. Are we ready to super zoom? And I hear another hawk in the distance. Oh, there are two of whatever just landed over there. What do we think these are? There's two of them. I'm guessing red-shouldered hawks. Twatch 11. Hello, hello. Yeah, we already triggered one. They build eventually below the retention ponds. What do you mean? Oh. Oh, in case they release them. What do we have? Can anyone ID from this distance? Oh, what are you two? Let's go to you first. That looks like a red-shouldered. And that looks like a red-shouldered. Interesting. I haven't seen two red-shouldereds together like that before. Yeah, two red-shouldered hawks right there, if I'm not mistaken. That's neat. Friends! Oh, there goes one flying away. And it went somewhere over there now. Oh, it's on the other side of that pond. Oh, there was something else. Oh, that was an Inhinga flying away down there. Might have been. Might have been. I'm not 100% on that one. I'm not sure. The hawk went somewhere over in those trees. The other one's still hanging out right here. Look, this one's actually orange compared to the normal, very light. We've seen some red-shouldered hawks that are almost like white on the chest. Hello, staying on your sofa? Alright, let's see if this one lets us get any closer here. It's got some shadows on its face, so maybe we can get a slightly different angle. I guess the way it's standing, it's not going to be comfortable there long. Oh, there's a good angle of it. Yeah, very orange head. That is a red-shouldered, correct? Usually I thought they were, at least the Florida ones, are typically lighter in color. Yeah, we're at max zoom right now. I don't think it's going to stay in that spot long, but we can see if we can get a little closer. Let's try it out. Hold on, I might see something else down here quick. I might see our resident shrike. Is it? There it is. What are you? Haha. There's always a shrike. There's always a shrike nearby. Everyone, use your stabby emotes. Oh, and it's gone. Oh, it flew over to here. There it is. I wonder if we'll ever get to see a shrike do its thing again. That was really cool. This one looks just to be chilling. Look at it balancing itself with its tail when it pushes its tail down. All right, let's see if we can get a little closer to the hawk and whatnot. You like turtles. Don't we all like turtles? Oop, didn't want to do that. What I want to do is that. Alrighty. I want to walk around this little island here. Something chirping in there. Let's see, unless this. Being bothered, I know it's really neat, right? Don't you just want to give it a hug? Virtually, not actually. Such a wicked little bird. Yeah, we're getting some good shrike photos. They've been super kind and photographic for us as of late. Nice. Bird fact. It's angry in the photo. They expect you the shrike calendar. The thing about all my shrike shots, it's always a shrike on a perch with a blue background. I only have one shrike that's actually like in some brush and is a different type of shrike shot. So the problem with the shrikes, although they do line up well for photos for us, is they're all very similar, even though they are taken on different days. The hawk is still chilling up there. I'm actually going to walk around this lake backwards. Like, you see how red it is? That's so red. But no bird facts. I need a good list of bird facts to put into a text file. Then we could have bird facts. Oops. Yeah, let's see if it lets us a little closer. Oh, there's a photo. Sorry if I was looking down and you missed that photo, Pookie. It's funny, I saw 3 hawks on the drive in too. So the hawks are out and about today. Just in case. Oh, no, it's fine. Very much snake eaters. No, snakes are friends. I think we saw one eating a snake once at the scrub. So it's definitely looking for some snakes and all that brush in there. A little mini scrub habitat. Let's go counterclockwise around this island because we'll get better sun angle from that corner for the hawk. You got it in the photo? Nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm not sure on what the delay is from, because I think it's already happened for me once I see the photo show up in chat. Probably actually similar to when I see it in chat to when it actually happens because of the delay. Because it takes like 6 seconds for the video feed to get there. Chat is a little faster. Whereas I know when I personally say to take a photo, it'll be about 3 seconds after I say it is when it will do it on my home. Because it's traveling with the video, so it's easier to time. Someone was out here in bare feet, not like bears, but like that's barefoot. That's a human foot. I would not walk in Florida in bare feet. Not with all the fire ants. Okay, it looks like, let's try to get around this branch. See if we can get an angle. Looks like we can get one branch on its head right now. There we go. Florida man. So I'll zoom in for you guys, and then I'll take some personal photos. This is probably the closest we'll get, best angle here. You see what I mean when I say this might be the reddest red-shouldered hawk we've seen on stream? Like, it's so red. It's just hanging on there though, isn't it? What a good model. Posing so nicely for us. Got some good shots there. Oh, there's an angry blue heron flying behind me. Little spike balls. Oh, sand spurs. I call them sticky willies. Yes, also horrible. Just looking for some snacks. Yeah, look at those talons. Treat for Watson. Okay, there's the hawk, just to show the little blue heron that flew by and was making a ruckus behind me. Let's go check it out quick. I think it was little blue. Flew over my shoulder. Yeah, see a dark bill. There it is, little blue heron. Now that's not the wrong sun angle, of course. But you can see the bill is a bit darker there. Okay, it looked at the Watson treat sign, did it really? That is probably a subspecies. Wait, you talking about the red-shouldered? Oh yeah, it's true. If you fall, it's like, okay, I'll just fly away. No big deal. Oh, really? That's interesting. Did not know that. So that one might be visiting. What is flapping up here? Black vulture. Just making sure it wasn't something else. Alrighty. Extremis. Coming 5, so oh geez. So not only now do I have to know a red-shouldered hawk, now I have to know 5 different subspecies. Oh no. So that one's a tourist, is what you're saying, because it's more red in color. Or it's literally a snowbird. There's a decent angle here too. Wonder where the other one went. It flew over that way, probably in one of those trees over there. Oh my gosh, sparrows are horrible. There was a I saw a clay-colored sparrow on the rare bird alert from eBird. Hawaiian shirt, yeah, it's that kind of tourist. But we've only really seen savanna sparrows on string. I think Pennsylvania we saw field sparrows. I think that's what they were. Don't remember. Last time we were out here, there's a kestrel flying around this island. Haven't seen it yet today. So we'll walk around this island, walk over there. There's apparently a scrub habitat down over there. This is kind of scrubby in here. I don't think it's enough area. Lazy Gamer, thanks for the follow. And a bat box. Oh man, I could do a lot of cool things, but like looking into the Eagle Cam stuff for 24/7 Eagle Cam. It's like, money, money, monies. Could definitely get the job done. And then I look at, you know, it's not like, what were you? I don't know, you're fluttering away now. It's not like it's an original idea. There's lots of Eagle Cams that exist. Oh, no, that wasn't. So I'm just trying to think, like, besides us following this eagle's nest as a community, what would be unique about me running one of the cams? Oh, you finally tried that, Mike. Would be fun to install. Well, I'd hire a climber and that sort of stuff. Or I'd hire Pez. He's really good at climbing trees. Yeah, like a cool idea. Then you look at the price involved. Logistics are manageable. I don't mind the logistics and technical aspects. But just looking at like the price for the Desire. Like you can make smaller setups and whatnot. But you know, one thing I've learned with producing this sort of content is that you will eventually get the more expensive stuff anyway. Look at where I am now. Like I bought all that little stuff building up until this point, which it does work in case you realize it's not something you're interested in, but then you're going to be spending more money in the end anyway. To the eagle. Yeah, I still need to talk to the actual sanctuary there too. And they'll likely say no, so. Yeah. So this would definitely be something like a 2-year project and not something done by next nesting season, unfortunately. I would need the appropriate work schedule to go along with it too. I wouldn't be able to properly manage that with my current workload and still be able to focus on this stream too. 5 is more realistic, yeah. Well, not only like 2 years at a minimum to get the approvals and whatnot, but 2 years to convince myself to go with it. And really seriously look into it. And properly weigh the pros and cons and all that stuff. Like if it could be tied into a conservational project, which all those eagle camps have already kind of done that, which is one reason why it wouldn't be super unique. And I can then use my science conservation background to assist there, and my technical background. Burp campsite, true. I know how to use GoDaddy. Power is doable. The solar panels, without sun, they can run for 48 hours, the system. Waterfowl pond seems odd, or waterfowl free. Yeah, not much here right now, is there? Little blue heron, gray egret, couple cattle egrets. But besides that, not a ton out here. There were just some little birds that flew into this tree, but they'll all be silhouettes. The hawk is still sitting out there. It's a silhouette of a hawk though. But it hasn't moved from that spot. There's some blue-gray gnatcatchers hopping around in there. I saw one on a limb for a second. Then it went deep into all that brush. Yeah, I want some ducks out here. We only ever see mottled ducks. Sometimes a pied-billed grebe, American coots, and common gallinules. But none of those. They're all at the wetlands. Let me call Tesla. And then there's the internet part. And all that fun stuff to go along with that too. No, it was viewable. Now it's hiding on us down there. Ah, there was a turtle, but it dove down and oh, it's over here now? Oh, there it is. Gotta manually focus it. Turtle, turtle, turtle. Doop. Turtled. Hugging the turtle. You guys are so huggy today. You're hugging everything. No, don't go under. It was running away from the hugs. It's okay. I do the same. Alrighty. There's that little island. Oh, I guess that's a peninsula, not an island. Yeah, that would be a peninsula. Oh, we already through the first hour where you can... Oh, no, you're just showing up for the first time. Wait, what are you trying new? Oh, the hawk finally flew away. It's not over there, man. Anymore. Hugs are now sus. Oh, you're hugging other people. How do you know they want hugs? You can't be sure. Loading chat hugs. Shouldn't you be exercising, Mike? Get off the couch. Do something with your day. Threaten to ban you. All the farts. Hug, don't mix. Yeah, don't give everyone COVID. Oh, those were nice rock crunches back there. Green herring, really? That wouldn't be fun. Yeah, where are all of our waterfowl? That little blue heron landed back over here. Jeez, that's crazy. Just out of like reaction, because the hug scared you, or like you were in self-protect mode. Wait, is Midnight streaming? Oh no, in Discord though. That doesn't count. For real, pizza. I mean, and this isn't the wetlands, but it still should have a similar amount. There might be a lot of options nearby too. The river isn't too far away, so they might not need this spot. Oh, come on, focus on the correct. There we go. Oh, it sees us. I didn't do it. There. Oh, good stretch. Human Titus in the background with a dog. Oh, the dog is peeing. Such scenery, much wow. But deaf and mute. Holding hot drinks. That is a pro tip. Not afterwards. One time I scared my mom growing up. And she farted, and it was hilarious. It's like, rah! She's like, oh! Oh. Self-defense mechanism. Ooh. Are you a gopher tortoise down there? Something around. Moved? Let's check. It's probably a gopher tortoise. I think it is. But as long as armadillo, something like that. Yeah, gopher tortoise. So cool. Munching away. Nom 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 nom. A blank duck on Neuro. How you doing, Neuro? Isn't it crazy? COVID's over, and the CDC is only given 5 days now. Kappa. As I say that. In here, we have an example of the Biden administration trying to quickly solve the COVID crisis. Moving like a turtle. Don't get me started. Okay, goodbye, Gopher Tortoise. Nope, still too fast. Don't insult the turtle like that. No. Insulting the turtle would be referencing a certain senator. Who's better choice? Right now, it's pretty much like no one. I know, right, Neuro? It's a no. George Mason? Giant meteor. Isn't that what that movie was about that just came out? I need to watch that. Don't Look Up. I saw a Reddit post for someone who said they just cried the last 20 minutes of the realization of everything in that movie being way too accurate and would probably happen that way. How many burps today? How many do you want me to say? 10 burps today. Maybe more, maybe less. And a tortoise. There's a gopher tortoise right there. I cried at the trailer. Who knew? Don't Look Up is just a horror movie that'll just make you cry. Gopher Tortoise used. Freeze. I know, right? I need to watch that movie. It's on my to watch list. Oh, I love having political debates on the internet, though, especially behind anonymous usernames. You want to have the best conversation ever? Talk politics while remaining anonymous. I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong in that situation. Good place for snakes. Oh, that's probably deep in there. That one place we go to, we can see a bunch of burrows. Cagent, thank you for the follow. This is fine. Something moved. I think there's some wild boars out here. At least there were signs of them last time I was here. Wait, the moose is here? A nanny moose is always here. No, actually, I banned a nanny moose from my channel. A nanny moose was banned. No, you missed it. Barnacle, you're having a bad luck today. Jesus, at least you didn't get kicked in the crotch like some others have. You know, I looked in the code to see where it said kicked in the crotch, and I actually couldn't find where that was mentioned. Like dancing in the grass. I don't know where it pulls that information from. I think I'm missing a language file somewhere. Feral pigs, no wild boar. True. Wafer. Did you all know your Pokemon have a love percent as well? Yeah, we won't find a reddish egret here. They're at the jetties. And something just flew through there. I don't know what it was though. Yeah, we've seen the reddish egret at the jetties and also up Merritt Island. I hear a hawk again. Also, Neuro, I'm sorry that you have me as a tab in your chatterino with my busy offline chat playing Pokemon now. You're probably like, oh man, why is Dr. W40's tab always lit up and active? Lemon Squeezy, thank you for the follow. Like that name. We're like, what is going on here? Variant names are antivirals. I could give you the code and you can make a version that includes all possible infectious diseases and you can link them to World Health Organization info about each infectious disease you put in there so you can catch things like Ebola, H1N1. That actually might go really bad. Yeah, there's some fish in there. I wouldn't fish in there. I saw a guy fishing at the start, though. My sanity is already collapsing. Oh, it took this long? My sanity collapsed in April 2020. Over here is where we saw the mating common donors. Sanity is overrated. Yeah, they were on this tree over here. Oh, the good times. Y'all remember that? I have a photo on my website. See if y'all remember this. Butterflies and bugs. Except. Where are you at? I thought I uploaded it. I really have it all the way at the end. Put it as the last one. Oh my gosh. Should be getting closer. There it is. Y'all wanna... There's the mating darners. Scrolling stream. I think I hear a pecker. See, look. I waste time, and we could potentially see a pecker now. Hiding. I think I saw kind of where it went, but it's on the other side. It's probably a downy. Seems like kind of spot a downy would like. Let's see here. I think I saw it like, there it is. You gotta focus through the tree. Oh no, that's a yellow-bellied sapsucker, isn't it? Oh, these silly branches. Such an inconvenient branch location. Well, yeah, that's definitely a yellow-bellied sapsucker. Sometimes the branches are just in your way, you know? Not much you can do about it. But we can see the red spot on the forehead there. Oh, it's doing a little fluff for us. Its bill is the size of a hairy woodpecker, though. In the feeder, really. What was it eating? Some hawks are screaming over there. There are branches in the way. So if we look at everything up there, it's up there in that part of the tree. And whether I go left or right, there's going to be branches. So I can't really reposition. Unfortunately, not a good stuff. Ooh, a Sora, nice. Oh, just throw in the bark. I might be able to attempt personal photos. We are branching out. No, I turned focus off. Oh, I gotta do that. I have silly branches in my way. I think I lost. I tried. In the winter? Yeah, I haven't seen one of those on stream yet. So it kind of posed for me. It just flew off over that way now. Let's walk back down here just to see if maybe it makes another noise for us. I don't know where it might have gone to. I'm not sure. Really, Ratfink? That'd be wild to see a Florida panther on stream sometime. So you're probably, your parents are probably what, Gulf Coast then, somewhere over there? Because there's not too many on this side that I know about. Alrighty, there was supposed to be another spot over here that I wanted to go look at. So I walked down there and then go that way down Gerard. Let's try that. Ah, the sun is that way. I can't look in those trees. North of Tampa. Yeah, that's what I figured, somewhere over there. That's neat though. Had they seen them like on their property then? That'd be super cool. That's a pretty songbird. See if we can see in. Yeah, I can't see through all these vines here. Unfortunately. Square kilometer, I know, right? They can move a lot. Trail cams, nice. Bird of Chris, how we all doing? Doing great. Seen a bunch of cool stuff today. There's this little scrub area over here that I saw on the trails, and I didn't know it existed. So I always like to see if I can find other scrub jay locations. Just got to walk down here through these streets a little bit. ASMR birds. So let's see what we can find. And another reason why I wanted to come here today, this is only my second time at this location, but I wanted to come here because I want to listen when the sun sets for the owls. Hopefully, I don't know if there's owls out here, but that's one way to find out. I've yet to do any work this week. I'm gonna have to take one of these days and just work at home. Unfortunately, maybe streaming will motivate me to work. I'll just do a work from home stream. Yeah, that's what I want to find. 2 Sebastian Scrub Trailhead. Looks like a nice trail. Let's see if we can find ourselves some scrub jays out here. This looks like a snake habitat. If I was a snake, I'd live in here. Oh no, sorry, Sorry, Vivasto. You can get a permit and then post that link, or a mod can see the link and repost it as well. Dang. This got super tall. Mine never got that tall. Uh-oh, 30 seconds is gonna be up. Oh, it's okay. I just have links turned off. Unless you're a regular or a subscriber. And you become a regular at 20 hours. Oh yeah, probably Mockingbird. Thought I saw movement in that tree, but I think it was just a leaf. Oh yeah, there's just a large leaf sticking out that makes it look like it's moving. Like a bird. William, don't you want to be watching MasterChef right now? I have lots of rules. You know how many times people have posted like Bitcoin or follow for follow links and things like that? Boom, auto purge. So easy. I don't really like MasterChef. I know, but it's the new thing. Watching MasterChef, right? It's the new content machine. Oh, I could probably catch again. Let me do a catch. Boat-tailed grackle. Yes, nice. Calling from Quebec, Canada. It's interesting. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Welcome to Florida. Entertain up, streamer. Get paid millions for it a year. And what does he have? He has like the most subs too, right? Like 90-some thousand subs or something like that. Wild. But hey. He definitely went through his hard time starting out, I'm sure. He's definitely one of those situations where it's like, don't dream to be like him because he's the lucky 0.1%. Don't be the 99.9% that gives everything to that sort of life and doesn't make it. Neuro. That's right, Neuro. That's right, Neuro. It'd be cool to see an educational streamer with 90,000 subs. And I'm not talking about YouTube subscribers. I'm talking on Twitch. Could you imagine that chat, though? Neuro, imagine you chatting COVID with 100,000 viewers. If you think your stress is high now, Neuro, imagine that. Imagine your Google Doc of questions. not a CDC grifter. Caitlin not making her own streaming platform. Oh, Nerf darts. Someone had a battle out here. Google Doc would collapse. Google would collapse. First question. Is pee stored in the balls? I don't know that, okay? There's another tortoise. Plastic, I know, right? She's done crazier things. Nah, not Caitlin. Why did it say I just had garage? Motion detected. Birdman. It's the Jamaican form of my game. Oh, it's just a car. Is this the scrub trail? I don't hear any scrub jays, but I wanted to come down here and check this out. It's definitely scrubby. I feel like it's not enough area for scrub jays, though. Yeah, it doesn't feel like... Looks like it just loops down and around. Oh, we could walk the loop. I don't have high expectations. It's not coming off as too scrub jay-like. Well, I mean, it's a scrub habitat, that's for sure. But it's not really big enough. No, Birdman is the Jamaican version of my game. There's a golf ball. Is it a Pro V1? Ugh. Crush Extreme Nike 2. Found a golf ball. Nice. I have no idea what I'm going to do with a golf ball, but I'm taking it with. Hopefully the scrub jay habitat hasn't become a driving range that I don't know about. Put the tortoise egg back. Who hits golf balls? We're in Florida. Anything is possible. You released your coot. There's sand. Florida Giants. I know, right? I mean, this is all sand right here. Something chirping over there. Not sure what, though. So is anyone planning to participate in the post-stream Battle Royale? Now are you only in stream right now because you're waiting until the end of stream? Hey, Viva, thank you for the follow. Duh. Now I got sand at an angle. Where are the scrub jays at, though? I was promised scrub jays. Secret is out. Sand export business. We'll be sleeping. I'm here for Watson. Corrupt or flash? Well, they shouldn't flash so much. It's indecent exposure. Well, this is disappointing. No baby birds of my own. I mean, I have Burbimons, if that's what you're talking about. Yo, Stephen IRL, thank you for the host, man. What are you up to today? What are you guys all up to today? If you're coming through on the Stephen IRL host, welcome, welcome from his stream. Welcome to Florida. We're out here in this makeshift scrub here. Oh, that sounds like a kestrel. Let's see if this kestrel lands for us up here. It's up here doing some birding. Looks like it might land on this tree for us. Perfect. So, if you are new to the stream, this is what we do. We find birds, find other things. Sometimes we go beach metal detecting, and then we super zoom into them. All right, so the sun angle is to our right, so this isn't going to be great. So I'll zoom in first here and get us set up. And here we go. The back side of an American kestrel here, doing those notorious head bobs, which is apparently to gauge its distance, we recently learned. Sorry. But yeah, horrible sun angle for this right now. But I mean, I can't like tell the bird to land in the tree to the left rather than the tree to the right. So you guys are just getting some kestrel butt right here. And everyone in my stream, you can thank Stephen IRL for the awesome idea for being able to change HDMIs flawlessly like this. He's the first one to introduce me to the ATEM Mini. And I'll be forever thankful for that, because it has made my stream so much better. Especially audio-wise, staying the same between all my video sources. Yeah, Kestrel, can you fly to a tree that's in better sunlight, please? You're probably out doing job stuff today. Climbing any towers? That's who I can get to climb the tree to install the cams for me. I can bring him down. I can bring Steven down to Florida. You're like, yo, Steven, can you climb this eagle tree? All right, let's walk back. Let's not walk back, but continue through this scrub here and see if there are any scrub jays out here. No idea if there are, but it is a scrub habitat, so if there are scrub jays, they could be out here. The falcon, yep, it's not the smallest falcon in the world, but it's one of the smallest in America. There was a smaller falcon that Green Herring shared one day that is in some other part of the world, I think. Oh, there's a Borkin dog now. Kestrel has flown away from the Borkin dog. But yeah, so if you guys like wildlife outdoor IRL content. That's what I do here. Looks like they just knocked down a bunch of trees in here too. Yeah, we saw a Cooper's hawk yesterday. Yeah, kestrel is very small. When you see it at first and flying by, it almost looks like a mourning dove. It's about the size of a dove. So very, very small. It did just land in that tree to the left, so a little bit more convenient possibly. On Edge Mark, thank you for the follow. Look out for the cactus. Oh, there's something that's hawk-like flying over there. Let's see if it lets us walk up into this spot here. First is a Pygmy Falcon, yeah. Yep, I know there's one smaller. I forget where it's located in the world. Oh. Yep, this is about the distance kestrels like me to be away from them, I've noticed. Anything closer than this, they get a little ornery. Not ornery, but like, they just fly just a little bit further away. So right now it's over here on this wire. But we can see some better colors on it now, at least. Especially when it turns its head here. There it is. There's some good colors on that kestrel. Captain Jack. Nah, I was waiting for its head to turn. Captain Jack. Ah, it keeps turning its head away from me. Captain Jack, take a photo. Dang it, turned its head. Oh well. Oh, you redeemed the photo. Now it's going to be interesting. Which one happens first? Do they happen together? We probably just broke it. Yeah, we probably just broke it. We're on the correct scene now, right? Yeah, it just didn't type in my chat there. Just make sure there's not two instances of Jack running. Yep, there are two instances of Jack running. Wonder why that happens. Captain Jack, check modems. Yeah. They all reset. Okay, so I'm still able to type in chat there. So yeah, it's only no albs is running two instances. But I don't want to start and stop no albs midstream. It's because of two photo commands happening together, I think. Or when Chatterino crashes. So it happened because of Chatterino crashing there. Hold on, let me log it, remote view in as you guys are watching this Kestrel. AT&T is carrying us here. That's good to know. Just in case someone takes a photo again here. What does Chatterino have to do with no abs though? Well, oh, so apparently the hawk photo opened rather than copying. I don't know why that happened. We still took 2 screenshots of the Kestrel, but for some reason the hawk photo was open. Let me close this instance of no albs and see what happens. Let me make... Alright, cool. 1 instance now. I can't do that. No, I don't, Ryan. I got it. Don't worry. Alright. Let's continue on this trail. Oh, he tucked his little foot up? I missed that. Just hanging out over there. Let's see if this trail goes around. It kind of looks like it doesn't. Oh, you just flew away. I don't think this goes any further. It might go up over there. Oh, well, he's flying over there. Don't know if it's another one. What did I want to check here? Oh, I need to check my trail. My trail map. So yeah, this was supposed to be cut down a lot more and then it goes up and around. So I probably can't get up through there. But I should be able to go up around through here. But not seeing like it's too scrubby out here though. Well, scrub J, meaning it's definitely scrubby. But I guess there's not a scrub J cluster living here. To be parrots, no way. Alright, I guess we'll walk down the same trail we came in. Oh. Oh, ouch. Ouch. I got a cactus in the toe. 1 second, everyone. Ow. I went right into the top of my shoe. Ouch. It just missed the rubber part that's supposed to protect from that and went in the soft part. We fine, no. No blood. Okay. We are pretty far away from the starting point right now. And that's why we don't go barefoot, exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna trust that there's a trail on the other side. I'm just gonna stay on this side. Alright, well, at least we got to see a kestrel by walking down there. So that was worth it. But I don't think I'll come back to this spot at this place again. It's a scrub, but no scrub jays. Unless they're all hiding, which would be difficult to hide for me in a scrub this small. Because scrub jays are very vocal, and typically one is standing up on something looking around. So it's usually hard to miss a scrub jay if you're looking for one. Cosine, thanks for the follow. They're on strike. Hope not. There's actually an informational sign over here. What does this say? A sign about saw palmetto. Nice. To explain to Evil Mouse. The prickly pears. Well, that was a prickly pear, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not going to trust that way either. Let's just stay on this sand here. There's a vulture flying above. Hold on, got a sticky willy in my shoe. Poking the side of my ankle now. All sorts of kerfuffleness happening. We're all kerfuffled. Okay, but sun is going to be starting to get lower next hour. We're entering golden hour. So let's start keeping our ears open for some hoots. No idea if any are out here. None have been reported, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. I was the last one to post on eBird out here. So that tells you how much you can trust eBird. Nope. Thought I heard something in there. Hoot, hoot. So what do y'all think? Should we go metal detecting tomorrow morning? And I come home and I do an afternoon of work. That sounds like the plan. I pretended like you guys had input. I was going to go metal detecting this morning, but decided I wanted to come here instead today. know if it will stay for us. Ah, where'd it fly to now? Was it really way over there? Oh, come on. As soon as I find you, you fly off. And now, I think it left us. Oh, it's at the end of that one. I think. Is that where you were? Are you in there somewhere? Oh, is that your head poking around the back? Oh, is that you? Yellow-rumped warbler? Oops. And it flew off. Wait, is it really LSDing right now? Do I have a loose cable then? I'm thinking, oh, low-cost rabbit, what's up? Metal detecting on the zoom, yeah. Weird, everything was good going to here. Was it LSD the entire time? Maybe it was just a fluke. Let's just move on. Does not like those pine needles. No, it does not. Be quick or be birdless. That's why people use binoculars. Because you can use them to ID a lot faster than trying to zoom in with a camera. But I'm trying to ID them with you. So the whole camera aspect makes it a little bit more difficult. All treats have been redeemed. Should we do treats now, this early? Y'all want treats now? You're not gonna say no. Let me make sure it loads, because treats does use Verizon. And if AT&T is my powerhouse for stream, I don't want to connect to that network. Yep, it's loading. It's time for treats. Let's wake them up. Who wants to wait for treats? Exactly. You made Augie wait last night. That was mean. He stood there so nicely. Oh, it's a squirrel. Look, he's so nicely passed out now, though. So sad, just waiting for me. Boom. Treats? Are you gonna be so lazy you don't go get food? You're a lab. 2? 3? 4? And 5. Oh, one almost went under the couch. Zoop. Oh, I wonder if he's going to get the one in the back corner over there. This one shot so many out this time. I don't have any real dog treats that fit in this well enough. Or I would do that. He found it. Good boy, Watson. Doing the scan. Found it all. And then he'll look back at us, be like, is there more? Is there more? I guess it's time to go lay back down now. Alright, time to switch back. He has so many treats. And poor Watson having to walk to get his treats. Could you imagine? Could you imagine having to walk to get treats? I know. How dare I do that to him? I'm such a mean dog dad. Such a mean dog dad. Yeah, this is definitely a snake area. Let's see. Do I want to walk through that section? I feel like sun angle, it might not be a good idea. I'm thinking out loud now. Thinking out loud of where I want to go. That's a car. The heck is a car doing in there? Let's see. Okay, I guess we walk down and around this, and then everything will be to our right, but getting there won't be ideal. Yeah, we'll just go over that way. Yeah, let's do that. We'll walk around this loop. Oh, the sound of a gate. Ugh, I hate that noise. That gate could use some WD-40. It's Dexter. So yeah, we're gonna have an annoying sun in our face for a little bit of the walk here, but we'll get through it. Go spray the gate. Oh god. Oh, you hear that again? That was the gate, yeah. Wasn't me. Oh, sorry. I just let out a big yawn. Ooh, a painted bunting. They still haven't arrived in my area. No yawn. I try not to ever yawn on stream. But that one came out as audible. The sun makes you tired. Oh, you must still be on your cooldown, Mike. Like that one I just did was not audible. Been dark all week. Really? You've had no sun? Ooh, butterfly. Where's it going? These are some good butterfly flowers. Oh, it's gone. It looked like a monarch though. You coming back? You have some nice flowers over here. Yeah, that's a monarch. Nope, it went across the creek. Or the canal, whatever that disgusting water is down there. Rain or sleet? Ew. Is that why work is calling you? Because of the sleet? Your phone is still off, right? Mike, whatever you do not go read the anti-work subreddit. So many situations like yours where people respond to their bosses quitting and it will inspire you to quit. Has anyone else seen the anti-work subreddit? Where someone's like, yeah, I took Christmas off And my boss called me Christmas morning saying, hey, can you come in? I said, no, I took this day off for Christmas. And they're like, well, so-and-so can't come in, and you're the only one that doesn't have a family, and I'll feel bad asking others to come in. Got you to look for a new job, really? And pretty much if you look at every comment thread on there, what is like, you shouldn't even respond to things when it's vacation. Yeah, no, you got called on Christmas. Yeah, if you want to see some horrible work stories, go to Anti-Work. You're much happier now. Yeah, you're getting to have a lot more fun. Second ever I've not worked on Christmas, and how many days left? 32? Yep, see, exactly. That reminded me of it. Well, everyone else has families. Everyone else has kids. And honestly, it's part of the reason why I took on so many classes, because I don't have family or kids. So, I mean, have family, but you know what I mean? Like in the house. But they would have been okay if I said, no, I don't want to teach that many classes, because that's what my contract says, and nothing would have been held against me. But I said yes because I knew I had the time available. I could make extra money. This classes I've wanted to teach for a while. And I could also alleviate stress on anyone else who might be asked to take it. And free! Keith, does that mean there's lots and lots of burping in your future? Normally work Boxing Day and New Year's Day, but that's usually my choice. Yeah. Yeah, if you go to Anti-Work, you can see some horrible stories. Now, I don't know if all are US based, but primarily most places, most bad work stories are US based. Female dictator. Yeah, your situation is rough, Mike. Something's hopping around in these thick bushes over here. Not sure what's in there. Can't see it. Botanizing. Mostly international these days in COVID, yeah. Botanizing will be fun, no? What are you? Oh, red-winged blackbird. Free sandwich. Get a phone call from Dave. Hey, Doc, can you come in and work today? You don't have kids, and you can also get a free sandwich. All right, I'll be there. No, Dave, we'll design a way that you don't even need employees. Everything is made by robots. Oh, closed all holidays. And would be closed this whole week between Christmas and New Year's too. Built-in vacation. I know a lot of restaurants and places that do that. Or they close for the week of July 4th and things like that. So they have set times around the year where the entire restaurant is closed. Can the robots work though? What about the robots? Yeah, like you're working this week, Psycho 1, whereas you didn't have to work this week before. Oh yeah, some people, of course, some jobs require working from Sundays, of course. I mean, not some working holidays. I'm not talking about our deli. We have this hypothetical deli we're making that's going to be run by David Alexander. The buffalo chicken tender sandwich is going to be named the Doc. Oh, true. You don't have any vacation as well. Oh, everyone else took the week off? Oh, no. What is it? I don't know. You don't get vacations in a row? Making South Park. This is technically vacation for me right now. And as you guys can see, I've streamed a lot in December. Oh, a monarch. Come here. Where are you going? What do you like about this tree? This tree has no flowers on it. Huh, wonder why it's interested in this oak tree. You see it fluttering in there? Like the oak tree has no flowerings on it. So it's not for pollinating or getting nectar. And it wouldn't lay its eggs on oak tree leaves. Oh wait, it just landed right there. I didn't expect it to land there. Is it a monarch? It's got some white spots on it. Open your wings. It doesn't have the lines going across the bottom. Yes, it is modeling for stream for us. It needs better camouflage. I mean, it's not too bad. If I was just walking by, I probably wouldn't see it right there. Okay, it is a monarch. Ah. Yeah. It was resting on the oak tree. I trimmed all my, about 2 weeks ago, I trimmed my milkweed, and then because it's still so warm out, they all grew leaves back again, so I just trimmed them all again yesterday. Trying to, because all my tropical milkweed is still growing leaves. To be honest, some of my other milkweed that shouldn't be having leaves right now also has leaves. Yeah, it's weird, its wings aren't fluttering out. Yep, it's an oak. It's a Florida oak. The Florida oak leaves are not typical oak leaf looking, at least from Pennsylvania oaks. Neat. I guess it's not going to open its wings for us. It's just sleeping, taking a nap. Yeah, it's hanging out right there. Live oak. Yep. Yeah, most of the larger oaks in Florida are these live oaks here. I got 2 of those in my front yard. Yeah, very different what I call an oak. Yeah. Me too. That's why I didn't. When I first ID'd these as oaks when I was first starting to learn Florida stuff, I'm like, no way that's an oak. The leaves are so small. Look at the leaves. Like, these don't look like oak leaves. So I don't really need to hack my milkweed? Dang. Well, mainly I was trying to encourage them to not eat it all year around because of, like, what was that, parasites or something? That could potentially happen with the tropical milkweed. So I didn't hack my native milkweed. I only hacked my non-native tropical milkweed. The big chungus. I know. When do we want to do big chungus? Big chungus is what we called a limb that will fall into my neighbor's driveway when we cut it down. And will be lots of firewood then. Chainsaw carving stream. Pizza, here's your feral pig proof. Digging up the soil. Crazy in there. Yeah, the pointy and one rounded for the other. Yep. That's the kind of oak leaves I know of too. Trapping time. Well, this is a beautiful area for a walk though, don't you think? Even though we haven't really seen a ton, we're taking a wonderful walk together. I'm trying to remember, there's a couple kinds in Pennsylvania too. And now we get, you know, ASMR planes and ASMR crickets. Another human. How dare there be another human? Phone zombie. Mario del Monaco. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, geez, that's a lot. Oh, when I take the pictures, can I tag who claimed it? That will be tough. That would be tough. No, you're probably still on the 1 hour cooldown. Oh no, I'm out of leftovers. Crap, what am I gonna have for dinner? Oh, lipsticks raid! What is up, everyone? How are we doing today? Liv is queen. Welcome to Florida again. A bit more south. If she's still in Florida. I told you I'm okay with how it is, Ryan. Please don't spend any time on it. Liv, thank you for that raid. We want recess. Do you mean you don't want to learn about birds and you already want to go on recess and you don't want to learn anything? Still here until February. Okay, sweet. Oh, you were at the beach today. The normal beach spot. Yeah, it's toasty out today. Toasty out today. But yeah, welcome everyone. I'm Dr. 40. I streamed with Liv the other week for the rocket launch. If you came by to that stream, she didn't stream it, but I was live. And the rocket launch was in the middle of the night, so not really the best streaming conditions. That was a short stream too. We can still play with the birds. You come here to learn, you already want to take everyone out on recess. But yeah, thanks for that raid. Welcome in, everyone. We do nature, educational content here, beach metal detecting, rocket launch coverage, all sorts of fun stuff like that. How you doing? And so here we learn about the birds and the bees. Oh, kestrel. Looks like we got it landing over there. Here, I'll show you a little bit about what we do. This is going to be a super zoom. You can check out this kestrel.
The White Shadow _ Ohio has gifted a sub to Live Sticks.
Over there. I just landed on that wire. Very adult-like. What? You're so adult-like.
The White Shadow _ Ohio has gifted a sub to Live Sticks.
Thank you for gifting us up to Live Sticks. All right. So let me make sure it's still there, and it didn't sneak away on us. Oh, it's up there. Nope, it's not a kestrel. It's just a mourning dove. I just It's a mourning dove up on that wire. Kestrels are about the size of the mourning dove. And I think it's a mourning dove. Oh, there's two of them now. Could be a rock pigeon too. But I thought it was a kestrel from a distance because we are quite far away from it. It's way over there. And we are way over here. So, not quite close enough to ID until zooming in. No, you're not putting me on the one wheel. No, 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 no. Doc does not balance. Doc will definitely not go on the one wheel with stream gear on. But we should go out to the scrub jay spot. That could be fun content. Almost some birds and the bees action. Yes. So those were birds, and there are some bees over here. We can learn about bees now. Anywhere near Satellite, we are a bit more south from Satellite Beach. Sometimes I go metal detecting Satellite Beach area. Was that a kingfisher call? Probably a kingfisher up here around the corner. We did see one earlier, and I'm sure there's some kingfishers in that canal area in there, but a lot of them are blocked by stupid chili peppers. Brazilian pepper trees, not chili. Brazilian peppers. All the red bushes are invasive Brazilian pepper trees. They're everywhere and nasty. One wheel, everyone, no. No. Listen, you can balance, and how many times have you fallen on your one wheel? Unless you fell on purpose for content, which I can understand that. Because it's funny. But you took it out to the scrub jay area once. I love those little, that's a great little spot. Oh my gosh, is this a hill? We gotta go up it. We never have hills. Have to try once content. Like, I even tried surfing before in my life. Tried skating. I've done the ripstick. I got decent at the ripstick for a little bit. I wouldn't even say decent. I rode the ripstick in a circle in my dorm area. You can ask NSYNC. Only like twice. Yeah, we saw a kingfisher at the start of stream today. We'll see if it's still hunting in the spot we saw it at earlier. But I haven't walked up a hill in a while. And I really want to walk up this hill. These are just Florida things. And since the sun is beginning to set, I do have my ears open for potential owls. What is in here? Nothing. It's just the pump station. On the ripstick, yeah. I was wicked on the ripstick. 20 mile an hour, no. Like, when I start skiing, I skied before. I would just pizza the entire time. If I ever went French fry, it would be a bad time. So I just pizzaed all the way down the hill like this. When I get French fried, I start going fast and get too scared. We'll have to Google that one. You discolored your shoulder on a... Ooh. Hardest part of ripstick is getting started. But yeah, I couldn't surf, I couldn't ski. Snowboarding was probably the worst day of my life, and I couldn't sit for 2 days after. So, sliding activities are not my forte. Would not be good at any Winter Olympic. Winter Olympics are just 60 different ways to slide. I'd be good at none of those. Like maybe curling would be my only chance. Oh my gosh, this hill. Glad I'm not wearing a heart rate monitor. Look at this view from on top of the hill. That's what I'm hoping for, pizza. Hoping for something good comes out at night here. Prevent damage, put me in a bubble. Man, we need more hills in Florida. I don't even think this one's made out of trash. It's not natural. Well, I don't think there's trash underneath it, at least. Sup board. I've never officially tried supping. There's always been a kayak option.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Hope I'm not ruining your shot.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, it's all a bunch of circles.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, if you go down there and go to the right, it brings you out.
We've walked in either end. I mean, Engler's over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just had never been this far back.
Yeah, it goes all the way out and around. Yeah. And then you can come back out right there.
We got this battery assist now. It's dangerous.
Oh, you can get out far now.
Yeah, right. See ya.
See ya. All right, just message me on your side phone. Because that's all I am. I'm just a side phone. And thanks again for that raid there. Appreciate it. Yeah, I own a kayak. I'm just trying to design a better waterproof system for it. What is side phone? Well, when I messaged about going there the other week for the launch, she never saw it because it was on her side phone. Kayak will eventually come back, yes. I want to do kayak and nature stuff. It's just tough. Because when you're in a kayak, you're floating, and then you're moving, and then you're floating to brush, and then everything just gets ruined. Yes, I made it to the main phone. All right, have a safe drive back, Liv. No, we didn't spot that the scissor-tailed flycatcher. Apparently some others did there, but I think they went into the no trespassing area to find it, and I wasn't going to do that. Send him the voicemail. Voicemail? Like, no one calls anymore. You don't call anyone. What is this, the 90s? And when you said VM, I thought virtual machine before I thought voicemail. I sent you a voicemail. My phone didn't even go off. Oh, I do have it on Do Not Disturb when I stream though. So it would go to voicemail, I wouldn't hear it ring. Because if I, when I do the Watson treats, if I didn't have Do Not Disturb on, you all jabronis would send alerts, or even my local friends or a family member could message or something like that, and then it'd pop up, their message would pop up on the screen. That wouldn't be great. Good memories of the 90s. I have good memories of the 90s too. Well, kind of like from 95 on. I don't really think I made many memories the first 5 years of my life. At least not much that was stored. 20-meter shadow. This is how tall I am. Right here's my heights. Oh, no more hawk in the tree. Everything got pretty quiet out here. But right now, kind of just hoping to hear an owl start hooting. And then we go find a hooter. Music of the 90s is definitely the best music though. Like, oh, that blue heron is still sitting in the same spot. We can say hi to it again. A bunch of new people here. Show you all this little blue heron. The guy's about to walk by here too, so go a little quicker on this. Might fly away when he walks by too, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Michael, have fun, be safe. At least you don't have to drive home. So it might fly away here in a second as this guy gets closer, but here is a little blue heron. Been chilling there for most of the day. Someone's walking. You can see it's a poop down there as well. It's been standing there for a while now. Yep, little blue heron. Saw this one earlier. I was expecting to see more waterfowl birds out here, but not a ton. Not even any ducks. No ducks. Your burbs are obsessed with the crotch. What are you talking? Oh, did one kick you in the crotch again? Oh, you would have got a broad-winged hawk too. That would have been a cool catch. Shucks, Mike. Oh, where's he standing? Right over there. Oh, that's a little blue heron. Oh, that's like a pump station to pump water into the different cells out here, because there's a stormwater treatment facility. So all the water runoff from all the homes and stuff and streets filter through this area. So it makes a nice little habitat for animals and also helps filter out the bad things in the water. Awesome transition between you. Thank you, Dodie. Taking a while to build this setup. There's the belted kingfisher going. You hear it? I think it's one. What's that squeak? No? It's like a... No, I can't make that call. Not sure. Clint, thanks for the follow. That was fast, the ISS thing? Yeah. Which one was that one? That one was in front of the sun, right? Yeah, transiting the sun. We got another one of it when it transited the moon. That one was cool too. Definitely moves pretty fast. We got about 30 minutes left there, about 2 fingers remaining. Then somehow, well, when I pulled in today, the mowers were leaving, so I think everything out here was just freshly groomed today. Especially the trails. The trails have been real nice today. Measurement of time. Yeah, you never use that measurement. How many fingers the sun is above the horizon. Each finger is like 15 minutes. To give you a good idea of how much daylight you have left. Rock ASMR. Ham radio. I never got too into ham radio. You never used the finger approximation? You've had heard of that before, Mike. You know everything, I thought. Like photosynthesis. Oh, really? Oh, neat. Yeah, I know nothing about that. There's something perched on this far tree over here. My guess is that it's a black vulture. But let's zoom in and find out. It seems like a black vulture perch spot. I like ham and radio separate. Exactly. This is units of measure. And like, your thumb is like, what, 2 inches? We ready? The zoom, Western love roll. Thanks for the follow. So, over there, we're going to zoom in to, that's a cell tower. There's a tree right there, and there's a bird on top of that tree. Here we go. It's an osprey. Hello, osprey. Oops. Sorry. My tripod slipped. Stop it. Okay. I saw darkness, okay? You ID a bird. That's about what I see right there. I ID a bird from that. ID that bird. Oh, it's an osprey. Duh. No. From a distance, it looks like a black vulture. It's about how a black vulture would stand, too. And then when I zoomed in, I saw the whiteness of the head. And I'm like, oh, I'm wrong. You know what? You guys don't get to see the osprey now. We're moving on. What is that look? Looks like a house sparrow from a distance. Ah, there's a big sign that says dogs must be leashed. Guess what's over there? An unleashed dog with a guy yelling at it to not go in the water. Oh, what were you fluttering over here? We got the silhouette of a bird. Guess what? Oh, it ate a berry. It's a northern mockingbird. Yay! See, I can be excited about it. See, look how excited I can be about a northern mockingbird. I had to bring exposure up to 2.0 for that one. That's what it looks like naturally on the camera. Sounded like, no, that wasn't fake. That was real excitement. Ooh, grilled cheese doctor. Thanks for the follow. What's the over-under on "Don't worry, my dog is friendly" comment? Dodie, are those J emotes? Let's see. I haven't heard any owls. I know, right, Pizza? Well, we're about to find out. Right now, the dog is not listening. Oh, oh no. He's in trouble.
Get over here. You want to pay attention? Get over here.
Oh. Now I'm sad. Murder Chris, I know, right? I'll let him walk by here. I know, right, Green Herring?
What setup you got there?
Thanks.
You posting stuff online or anything?
Yeah, I output a broadcast.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Nah, he saw I turned away from him. Oh, this looks like a good boy. Oh, look, the water all moved down through here. Let's walk over this way. Hi. Let's see. I believe, yeah, there's a bridge over there we can cross in. Unfriend. Tell us more about this broadcast that you output and what you might have just said on this broadcast. Another little blue heron down there hanging out. Look, the vortexes. Tornadoes. You see the tornadoes? I'll zoom into the tornadoes. I'm sure you're all interested in the tornadoes, right? No, they're tornadoes. Oops. I need a leaf. We need to send a leaf down the tornado hole. Wow, I need to switch cams back. Where's a leaf? There's gotta be a leaf somewhere in here. Here, we'll just pick this one. Oh, we're gonna miss it. There it goes. Oh, it just went down. We missed it. We'll try one more time. What is this? Don't worry about it, Dimitri. Oh no, we lost our whirlpool. They disappeared. Oh, it's going to try to start back up though. Oh, that one already went down. So we got to get a little bit further over here. And then, is it really going to stick on that other frond? You clogged it. Let's try one more. Let's go right there. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Zoom. We got it. Oh, is this another one coming in? Zoom. So amazing. So amazing. This is content. Zoom. And look, it came out the other side. Peak content right there, everyone. Only on twitch.tv/DrWD40 can you see content like that. Whirlpool's actually getting big too. It's wicked. Send the GoPro down
Green Harangue cheered. X500 bits
because
for
you're
leaf
Twitch
action.
chat. You're entertained by everything. 500 bits. Bits. Thank you, Green Herring, for the 500 bits. Not hearing any owls. Crappy design is that? I don't know. Oh, I hear a hawk. Oh. That dog was so excited to walk, it didn't even care about me. That's a first. I thought the dog was running ahead to say hi to me, and then just ran right by me and didn't even care. Yeah, probably green herring. Potato. I've done it on stream a few times, but there's just so many streamers that are better at it. And all that jazz. Evening, Yogurt. How are you doing? Did you fish for? Well, so I grew up fishing central Pennsylvania, so trout. And down here, everything's like river and ocean, and I'm not as good at fishing river and ocean. So I can fish for trout all day, but just I don't know as much about river and ocean stuff. I'm a small stream person. Oh, it's been great, Yogurt. Been great. We've gone on a wonderful walk today, seen a few different birds. Can't ask for much better than that. But no ducks. How could no ducks like these lakes or these ponds? Oh, you hear that owl? Oh my God, there's an owl. We definitely got a decent hike in today. Definitely 3 miles at least. Uh-oh. You all know what's coming up soon, right? But not here. It says something about the water. I know, right? This is a good cloud reflection shot. Nice little picturesque shot right there. Yeah, all these, the kid's telling his story. Very loud. It's a very loud story that kid's saying. Rare burb event? No, not necessarily a rare burb event. But, so a new Burbemon rule is there is no battling while live outside of the start screen. But then after I end the stream, I'll execute a command that allows battling to occur for the hour following a stream. So after we raid, reload my page or open up my chat somehow. Maybe you could just pop out my chat too. That would work as well, probably. That way you can stay there and support the raider or wherever I'm the raidee, whoever's getting raided by me. And then if you're in my channel, you also support who I'm raiding as well. I don't like the host because I don't plan on going live again anytime soon. Well, tomorrow, but I'd rather send you all over there. But then you have an hour to battle after stream. And if you are new here, we have this Pokemon style game called Burbemon. That's why people are doing exclamation point catch every hour that you're watching stream. You can use that catch command and try to catch something with random birds you can then go read about and learn more about. And then you can set a team, you can level up your birds using seed, and then you can battle each other and battle bosses. Sometimes they slap you in the face. But yeah, this definitely seems like a too many dogs, too many loud kids telling stories sort of chants for owls. But I had to find out. Still need to see my first barred owl in the wild. Was hoping it could be today. Definitely be a nice place to come walk Watson, though. Be bit too far of a drive for a walk. But still. You scared? Yeah, Dodie, you scared the owl. How could you do that? Yeah, there's not even duck content to show for the ending scene today. Oh. What do we have flying here? Are you going to land for us? Nope, you're flying over that way. Dang. Oh, I hear an Anhinga somewhere. I just heard a... I do not see it, though. I don't see any ripples it could be causing. It must be right on the bank over there. Mike, you do !Burbemon and you read the rules. Yeah, and we can just take in this view here for a minute, too. You never know what could show up. Yeah, I definitely hear an Anhinga somewhere. I can hear it. There is a canal over there as well, so we can't see everything. A bird also costs 2,000 ATP. But yeah, we can definitely enjoy the sunset reflecting on the water here for a bit. You have now bought a bald eagle. Alrighty. Well, add team. Look at you going to read the rules now. Being a good boy and reading the rules. Alright, I'm going to roll the credits. So everyone, there's all my end of stream info. Should be flying through now. So we got my website you can go check out. You got TKF, you got the IRL Hub. And now we're going to raid someone. We're going to flocking raid. You all ready to raid? Let's see where we want to go today. And then I'll do face reveal. Do you guys want a face reveal? Hope you all enjoyed your time here today. Hope you enjoyed this little nature hike, looking at some birds, and just enjoying the outdoors and exploring new areas. Something is moving in those trees behind me. So, like I said, after stream ends, I'll execute a command that will start the 1 hour post-stream battle. The seed command still has a 2-minute cooldown during those battles. So please do not use your seed if you're currently battling another person. If you're battling bosses, it's okay. But yeah, enjoy. And you have the post-stream time to spam away. You did it backwards. Seed 300, 151. Now you can't use the seed command for 2 minutes. Should we go back? Wait, is this? still correct. Let me reload Twitch chat. Come on, lens cap. Lens cap, why are you not listening to me? There we go. Alrighty, who is online? Oof. Yeah, like EJ showing SN20 static fire. That already happened, didn't it? I feel like my now live list is not correct. Error by loading follow channels. And I see Steven IRL is live, unless he went live again and it just took a temporary break. Now let me connect to one of my side modems here. Music streamer. I want to check real quick. Because it's showing my old online list and don't want to raid someone who's not actually streaming now. Linny Walks, what's up? How you doing? Goodbye, sun. The sun is now gone. Unless, okay, maybe they are live. Are they doing another static fire? Or is EJ just talking about it again? Oh, we can try Jack's Facts again. Do you guys want to go? Is Jack's Facts actually live? Let's see here. Yes, hopefully. So let's try raiding him again. And hopefully he doesn't have horrible network this time and feels bad. Oh my gosh, this is going to be an awesome raid going to him. I don't see my viewer number until now. So thank you for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate it. So I think, do you guys, Jack Facts sounds good today, I think? Pookie, it's past your bedtime. Oh, thank you for the shout out for Linny. Outdoor streamer in the Netherlands. So Jack Facts is an evolutionary biologist. So his streams are usually going through photos, talking about the different animals of the photos he's editing and whatnot. So educational, super cool stuff. Last time we rated him, he was having some network issues. So let's hope that doesn't happen today. Oop, I need to do face reveal. Oh crap. Oh no, y'all gonna be so mad at me. Don't ban Captain Jack. Oh no, oh no. Gotta undo this. I promised. Face. Hello everyone. Thanks for the support today. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Hopefully, I do want to go metal detecting tomorrow morning, so hopefully we can go out and do that. So go there, go hang out in Jack's Facts channel for a bit. And remember, you can hang out in my stream chat for an hour afterwards as well to play Pokemon if that's what you want to do. And enjoy your days, evenings, whatever time in the world it is for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. If you showed up from a raid or a host, thank you for hanging out and sticking around. I appreciate it. And no, we didn't ban Captain Jack Marrow. But yeah, hopefully see you all tomorrow. Beach metal detecting. A little change up a bit from the nature photography. Too many cameras and stuff all over me. We need to change it up a bit. All right, love you all. Have a great day.